Few figures loom as large as Joseph Stalin in the annals of the 20th century. Born into obscurity in Tsarist Russia, he rose to become the absolute dictator of a vast empire, his iron will bending history itself to his designs. Stalin's life and reign remain a subject of intense historical debate, woven from threads of revolution, industrialization, and unimaginable cruelty. Russia at the turn of the century was a land of stark contrasts, where the opulence of the aristocracy stood in jarring juxtaposition to the grinding poverty of the peasantry. Revolutionary fervour simmered beneath the surface, fueled by social inequality and the autocratic rule of the Tsar. Stalin's impact on the Soviet Union, and indeed the world, is undeniable. He dragged a backward, largely agrarian society into the industrial age, transforming the Soviet Union into a military and industrial powerhouse. Yet this progress came at a staggering human cost, measured in the tens of millions of lives extinguished by his regime's brutality. The purges, the forced collectivization of agriculture, the Gulag, these are the dark stains on Stalin's legacy, a permanent indictment of his reign. Joseph Stalin's journey from the backwaters of Georgia to the pinnacle of power is a tale of ambition and ruthlessness. Born Iosif Vissarionis Dize Yughashvili in 1878, he endured a harsh childhood marked by poverty and the death of his father. Stalin's path diverged from his humble beginnings when he entered a seminary in Tiflis, the capital of Georgia. Disillusioned with the seminary and drawn to the promise of radical change, Stalin abandoned his religious studies and fully embraced the revolutionary cause. Joining the Bolshevik faction of the Russian Social Democratic Labour Party, Stalin distinguished himself as a capable organizer and enforcer. He played a key role in the 1917 October Revolution, which saw the Bolsheviks seize power and usher in a new era in Russian history. The years following the Bolshevik Revolution were a time of great upheaval and uncertainty in Russia. The country was ravaged by civil war, its economy in ruins. From this chaos, a new power structure emerged, with Lenin at its apex. Yet, even as Lenin consolidated his authority, a struggle for succession brewed within the party ranks, and at the center of this struggle stood Joseph Stalin. Though lacking Lenin's intellectual brilliance and charisma, Stalin possessed a keen political acumen and an unyielding will to power. He shrewdly navigated the treacherous waters of Soviet politics, forging alliances and ruthlessly eliminating rivals. His appointment as General Secretary of the Communist Party in 1922, a seemingly bureaucratic position, proved to be a masterstroke. It gave him control over the party's vast apparatus, allowing him to install loyalists and build a power base that would prove crucial in the years to come. By the time of Lenin's death in 1924, Stalin had maneuvered himself into a position of power that would be all but impossible to challenge. With Lenin gone, Stalin moved swiftly to consolidate his grip on power, outmaneuvering rivals like Leon Trotsky. Having consolidated his power, Stalin embarked on a series of radical policies aimed at transforming the Soviet Union into a modern, industrialized nation. Central to his vision was the collectivization of agriculture, a brutal campaign that sought to eliminate private land ownership and force peasants into collective farms. This upheaval in the countryside, met with fierce resistance, led to widespread famine and the deaths of millions. Parallel to the collectivization of agriculture, Stalin launched a series of 5-year plans designed to rapidly industrialize the Soviet Union. Factories, power plants and steel mills sprang up across the country, transforming the Soviet Union from a largely agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. This unprecedented economic transformation, however, came at a tremendous human cost. Workers were subjected to harsh conditions, unrealistic production quotas, and severe punishments for failing to meet them. The Great Purge, which began in the mid-1930s, saw the elimination of any perceived threat to Stalin's authority, real or imagined. Millions were arrested, tortured, executed, or sent to the Gulag, a vast network of forced labor camps scattered across the Soviet Union. The purges not only extinguished millions of lives, but also stifled dissent, creativity and independent thought.